Hi, I'm Paula Ram, and I help direct sellers and network marketers grow their businesses without leaving home. And one way I do that is by teaching influencer marketing. And influencer marketing is getting highly influential leaders to promote your product to their online followers. And a big key to that is getting it in front of the right audiences. Not everybody is going to be your ideal customer. So who are your ideal customers? A big part of that is by doing your market research. And think about who would be your ideal customer. One big clue is it's probably somebody like you. That's your best market to go after, or those people who are like you, because you can relate to them best. And if you love your product, mostly they'll love your product too. But another way is by researching those people who would be your ideal customer, who already are your ideal customer. Okay, so this is where it's really good to research, not stalk, but research your current customers, your current best customers, or team members, other people in your company. Okay, because you know that they love your product. You already know that. Okay, so what are some common things that they have, that ties them together, that different interests or hobbies or passions that would not be related to your product? Okay, because most people make the mistake of just finding an influencer that's related to the product, and that can work. That is what I call an obvious niche, where you're going after the obvious related thing. Say you're in 31 bags and you go after an organizing blogger to promote your product. That would be an obvious link. But oftentimes the best influencers to work with are not in the obvious niches, not the related ones. They're in these hidden, sneaky areas that you would never guess. It is not common sense. You'd never guess it in a million years. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't, relate. And the only way you're going to find out this is by stalking your ideal customer. Researching your ideal customer, right? Okay, so how do you do that? I got a question today on how to do that. She asked, should I send an email, do a poll, and find out what their interests are? And my answer to that is no, for a couple reasons. One, if you were just to send out a poll and you have several options, it's too general. It's too general. Like, if you're just saying music or football or family, right? It's just that you really need to narrow down the interest, not a general interest. You can't really get that in a poll. And even if you gave like an open-ended question, like, what are your interests or your passions? A lot of times people don't even realize themselves what they're spending their time on and what they love to do and what they're really interested in. Or secondarily, they might not want to admit what they're spending their time on or what they're passionate on. So this is why you have to kind of be a little bit sneaky about it and stalk them and research, see what they're really all about, what they're really passionate about, what they're spending their time on, what occupies their thoughts. Okay, so this is how you do that. You go on their social media accounts, okay, and this can be Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Okay, let's start with Facebook. Okay, there is just so much information on Facebook. Facebook knows everything about you, and it's probably because we've given it to them. Okay, so go find one of your great customers or other people in your direct sales company. Go to their Facebook profile, click on About, and sometimes just even in their cover photo will give you a big clue. Say they're like an underwater basket weaving fanatic, okay? They might have their big cover photo of them posing with their latest underwater basket they made, all right? That frequently happens, believe it or not. People love to show what they're passionate about and what they're excited about. Okay, go click on About. Okay, now this will give you a load of more information. Okay, so check their likes. That's a big one. What are all the pages they like? And you might have to click more under that because a few will show up and you want to see more, and you'll see this big list of all the Facebook pages they like. And you'll start kind of getting an idea there. Click on their movies, click on their books, click on their Facebook groups. What groups are they in? And that'll show the different special interests, the things they're interested in. That will help. Let's see, likes, groups, cover photo. So yeah, lots of information there. Then you can go to Instagram, okay? Instagram, see who all they're following. You might start seeing, oh, they're following a whole bunch of different underwater basket weaving people on Instagram, and that's going to give you a clue. Okay, you'll see several different interests usually, and it's usually when you start checking out several people that you'll start seeing the interests that everybody tends to have in common, right? So this one person may be interested in underwater basket weaving and playing the flute and weeding. Maybe she likes weeding. So, but you'll find other customers or team members, and they might not like all that same thing, but you might find one or two that the majority of people are interested in, and it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind when you start really seeing that. It's really interesting. You're like, where did that come from? Who would have guessed that they all liked underwater basket weaving? The people who love my product also love underwater basket weaving. It'll blow your mind. So yeah, then go on their Pinterest page, okay, and see what boards they have. People will set up their boards of their interests. They're basically telling you what they're interested in. So that's a big clue right there. So that's probably my top 3, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest, where it's just displayed out there for the world to see. It's not really very hard to find out much about people at all in today's online world. So it's not that much stalking. It's it's research. It's easy research, and as I said, it's really fun when you start seeing those common threads, because if you go then find an influencer that specializes in that niche. Let's say it's underwater basket weaving. You go work with an underwater basket weaving YouTuber, Instagrammer, blogger. Maybe she has a big Facebook group of like 1,000 members. That's a great influencer, but she's all about underwater basket weaving. You're like, well, that doesn't have anything to do with my product at all. Why would I work with her? Well, because her followers are your ideal customer, because you've already researched them. You've already found that most of your ideal customers love underwater basket weaving. And do you think that other people in your company are going to be in that niche? Do you think they're going to be advertising or working with collaborators in underwater basket weaving? No, they're not going to know about it, because they're just going to go after the obvious niches, right? They're all going to be at the same place and the related that are directly related to your product. And you want to go somewhere different. You want to set yourself apart. You're going to be the only one in that entire niche, because you did your homework, you researched, you saw their interests, and that's where they are. That's where, that's the person they're listening to. So that's what's just huge. This is an exciting, big secret, right? That a lot of people don't know about, but it will really set you apart and give you that advantage when you're working with influencers. Now, if you have no idea what influencer marketing is, you have no idea what I'm talking about and why you'd want to do it, why it's a great way to build your business, be sure to grab my free influencer marketing Quickstart guide. I'll put the link above. That gives you an overview of what it is, the process, what it looks like, and help you understand what exactly it is and why I love it so much and why I think everybody should be doing it. So I hope this helps. Post any questions you have below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.